2-4 on the beat.
You niggas be faking. I check in the bag, I go to Jamaica. I need a vacation. I stay with a baddie, I fuck with the flavors. I'm chasing this paper. I got a new crib, it came with some acres. Make nothing with bangers. These niggas are stupid, I swear I'm dangerous. These niggas be hating. I'm doing no favors. I need a vacation. I grind on the daily. These niggas be hating. I'm doing no favors. Need a vacation. I grind on the daily. These niggas be hating. I'm doing no favors. I need a vacation. Got no time for waiting. Ain't doing no favors. I'm just chasing this paper.
You already know what it is. You're listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl Imani. What's up?
Facts. If you guys haven't noticed, pretty much because you guys don't know, so we're telling you right now, we made the executive decision to make Imani a member of The Urban Product. So everybody applaud her, you feel me? Welcome to the show. We about to get lit, you feel me?
You feel me? Like she did really good on her test run last week on the episode. So, it only felt right to, bring her on to the show. She's hip to what you guys are used to, so she's gonna bring a better element to the show that we've been missing. So, and that female element especially. So, yeah.
Are you excited?
I am.
Why are you excited?
Cause it's different. Like I feel like I can always talk, but like it's different now. Like people are gonna listen to me.
You feel like your voice matters now?
Yeah.
I'm dead. My voice always mattered, but it's alright. How's everyone doing? How was your weekend? Fill me in.
So, my weekend was it was alright. I didn't really do much. I just got dinner with Shorty. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. My weekends be really boring, bro. Like, I just be trying to save money now. Cause I'm trying to go on a vacation in December, so just trying to save as much. Yeah, just trying to save as much money as possible.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cute.
How about you?
Let's see. What did I do this weekend? There was some nonsense this weekend with a couple people that I knew of, but other than that, it was
legal?
Cool. It wasn't like people were doing stuff. It was just like talking stuff, like people like high school.
So it was legal.
Yeah, it was legal. It was just
Okay,
he said, she said, whatever. But other than that, I had a good Saturday. I make sure at least once in a while I have a very lit evening.
Hey,
that was one of those weekends. So,
That's what's up.
It's gonna be me Friday. No, boo. I'm just meeting up with all the guys. We're gonna get teed up.
Yeah, people know
That's
I'm not available
for
on the
him.
weekend,
Okay.
so I always say if I can make it out there, maybe, but I'm normally a bitch on my job during the weekend, you feel me? So maybe I'll pop out there, maybe I won't. But you know where you can catch me this weekend and where y'all can catch me this weekend, where you can catch us this weekend, you feel me? If you're around the Boston area, we will be at Roberts Playground this Saturday for Peace Day, the basketball tournament that's going on over there. So best believe if you have a chance to pull up, we will be there from noon to 6. If I didn't say it's Saturday already, Roberts Playground, 53 Dunbar Avenue in Boston. Pull up, kick with the gang, get dunked on, do whatever you want to do.
The 10th, by the
just
way.
pull up, you feel me?
On the 10th.
Yeah.
So people can't say, oh, we didn't know it was this Saturday.
Exactly. I
It was
posted
this
like so
Saturday.
many flyers, so if you motherfuckers try to tell me why you can't pull up, I'm going to just be like, why you lying to me?
Why you cap? Why you capping for?
Cap.
There's no reason to cap nowadays.
Facts. My weekend was pretty chill. Thank you for asking, by the way.
We did.
My weekend was pretty chill. I pretty much spent it working. Yesterday, though, I was a guest on this podcast called L'Église La Caille. Oh, sorry, my fault. L'Église La Caille. Episode dropped earlier today. I put the team on my back like I usually do. I'm just kidding. It was pretty cool over there. I had some dope conversation about podcasting and all that shit. And yeah, y'all should peep that out. You feel me? It was dope. I like the vibes.
Yeah, this
Good
man just
positivity.
told me I had a long lost relative that he just did a podcast with. So I gotta
Yeah,
I gotta digest that real quick.
AKA the life of being a Haitian, fam. Like we
Right.
like you telling me
everywhere
there's
that you
you
don't know
got
about.
people everywhere. You never know when you're gonna find people you're related to.
That's why you gotta be careful.
Exactly. Like when I went from my oh
said, "Be
shit.
careful." That's why,
You gotta be careful.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yo, what's your last name? Oh,
And you know what sucks? Now you know what sucks about that? If you're one of those Haitians that has like a mad common Haitian last name,
Jean.
you feel me?
Pierre, Jean.
You know, you kind of assed out. You feel me?
Really
because.
Like,
Hey, mad people got that last name, bro. Sometimes it's kind of like fuck it. Like, no. What? First of all, no. I saw both of y'all. Wait. No. No.
Right.
I saw the look both y'all just give me, and y'all just
because you said fuck it, like
no.
Okay, like
y'all
I'm
misunderstood.
gonna risk it. So I was just like, okay, well,
no, risk it. I know some people when they see the last name, just because it's so common, you don't know if you want to be
just like whatever. They
whatever.
just overlook it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Some people overlook it.
Okay.
Me, I'm never gonna find somebody with the same last name as me, so that's why I know I'm good. I'm in the clear. You feel me?
Yeah.
But with that whole last name shit, I know a couple. I'm related to a couple Pierres. I'm related to a couple Jeans. So when it's that case, I'm like, if like no one, if no one that my family knows your family, you know, we're in the clear. You feel me? But if somewhere later down that line, you find out you're related to them, yo.
You don't have that. You just let it rock. You just move on. Yo,
I'm so happy that hasn't happened to me.
Like,
I'm so happy that hasn't
I
happened.
have a question.
First of all, just think about that though. Like, what would you ever do if you caught yourself in that situation?
What can you do? Especially if you
almost-
already had kids and everything. Like, what can you do?
I was almost in that situation before.
Oh, well,
No, but I'm
do
just
tell.
saying.
Do tell.
Yo, it was weird. Like my ex, right? It was crazy.
Your ex?
It was crazy.
Wait. This ex?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say she's white.
I was like, yo, I'd be sick if I found out I was white. But one of my exes, I remember we were like in high school, so our parents had to come to some shit, and my mom pulled up, her mom pulled up, and then they knew each other. And then we looked at each other for a quick second, and we were like, hey, yo, why do they know each other? You feel me? But then later down the line, I just found out they just worked together. So, you know, we were in the clear. But for those brief 5 seconds, my guy,
You just had to rethink everything.
Wait. Had you not like brought your girl around your mom though?
yeah, but like
Nah,
they didn't make
like
that connection until like you're never gonna be like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
it wasn't
Blake's.
until
It wasn't until my mom saw her mom. You
Yeah.
feel me? And I feel like that's
hear it.
always how
I
it
hear
goes.
it.
It's
I
the
hear
parents that let you know you're related. You never just find out
That's
by
true.
yourself. You feel me?
Then again, my thing is like, at that like, if you're not really like my brother, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have my brother recording us right now, right? Like blood. It's just like, damn. It's you really will never know. Think about it, because like you got like second uncles, second aunts. It really could be anyone.
Exactly.
So you never know.
So that's
Have you
why
guys-
Haitians are difficult.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you guys ever been put in a situation where like they're not blood related, but they're related by like marriage or like
That don't count.
it doesn't count, right?
Marriage?
Not marriage, no, but like say okay.
You ain't family if you marriage. What? You get a divorce. That part of the family is gone. Like what?
So what about cousin? Like they're not. Say like me and Devin are cousins, but then
it's
like
by marriage, not by blood.
no, but say like you have like a cousin that likes me. Do you think that's
By
weird?
blood.
Wait.
By
You're his
blood.
cousin. Wait, all right. So you're his cousin, but he has a cousin that likes
But
you.
he has another cousin
Nah, don't do
on a
that.
different.
That's messy. Nah.
So you're my cousin
I'm your cousin on like
on
your
one side.
On one
Kids gonna-
side.
kids
and
coming out
then
with
a
one eye.
cousin on my other side.
Yeah, that's not related to.
Oh, I know people that are married like that.
What?
Yeah. What's it called? My cousin from my mom's side is married to my cousin from my dad's side.
Oh, that's different. I thought you.
That's what she just said.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right.
It's still weird because when I
That's
pull
what
up to
I'm
the
saying.
family reunions, I see both sides, and I'm like,
That's I'm just.
like, what the fuck? Like, this is
What do
all
you
my
do?
family. Yo, like, I'm kind of sick right now.
Yeah, like, what do you
I
do
gotta
in
go
that
salute
predicament?
everybody, bro.
I mean, as Devin can tell, you just keep it going. You
Yeah,
feel
I
me?
just-
You just keep. Yeah, you feel the vibes. You feel the vibes. Hey.
Yeah,
Crazy,
just
crazy.
best believe you just never run into one of those situations where you might be related to somebody. Fine, if you're related to somebody, I at least hope you find out before anything happens.
Right? I'm
Because
telling
after,
you, the kids.
you know, that's gonna be an awkward
That's a whole
conversation.
awkward
Come on, you ain't
conversation.
even having that convo.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey,
What do you
especially
do?
if you like told anybody about that situation and you gassed that situation to anybody.
We need to
fam,
bring
you were
someone-
getting clowned for at least a good 2 weeks.
We need to bring someone from
Right.
Alabama or Arkansas on this show. I'm so serious. We need to get a real take on this.
That's that's fucked.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's get into the show. All right. So we got to start off with sad news. Unfortunately, so I guess we can. Yeah, of course we can talk about this. So, El Paso. Just want to say a quick condolences to anyone who was affected by that mass shooting. Prayers to everybody who was affected. Anyone that has passed away, families, all that. I just want to send my condolences. Unfortunately, this is something that happens in America all the time, way too often than we can count.
There's more shootings than there have been days. There have been more mass shootings in America than we have had days in 2019.
Exactly.
So we've had at least 2 a day. That's fucking wild.
And I feel like there's all this conversation about it, about how to prevent things like this. But knowing that all these things could just happen out of nowhere, it's beginning to, at least to me, it's beginning to seem like there are not that many effective ways to prevent things like this from happening. People want to say gun control.
Way is gun control.
People want to say gun control, but people always want to just bring out like their rights and shit like that.
You realize the Second Amendment was made in the 1700s
Right.
when they had guns that you had to
no other
pump in and you could only shoot 1 round at a time. Like that amendment should not apply to now. Like there's the gun the gunman had, the clip could shoot 100 rounds nonstop. Why does any civilian need that?
You don't
even
have that.
As a hunter, you don't even need that. And if you need that as a hunter, you need to go fishing.
That should only be
because
military
you clearly can't shoot. So like I'm just saying, like there is no reason a regular old citizen should be able to go into a gun store
or a Walmart.
You feel me? Get an assault rifle, automatic at that, and then be able to get a full clip or drum that can get 100 rounds. There is just no reason for that to be public access, to be honest. Like none whatsoever. You can't give me a justification for it. Protect yourself, work, get a handgun. You don't need an automatic. Something that shoots 100 rounds, gun control, bro. Legit, like you can't even say gun control wouldn't do anything because we haven't even tried to implement it. They legit do everything in their power to avoid gun control.
Yep.
Crazy thing is though, in Chicago, they're all for it. You feel me?
Gun control?
I wonder why they for it though. Who is getting shot? Blacks. Now, I'm gonna make it a race because it really is a race issue. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, of course.
But like now, then you think about the gunman. He was white, right? He basically said what Trump has been saying. Hispanics are invading us. I wanted to do something about it. Trump has been saying in his rallies, they are invading. He used his terminology.
Yep.
So I'm not even trying to blame Trump because Trump is a symptom. He's not the cause. He is a symptom of what America is. America made Trump. That's just my personal feeling about it. America made Trump.
I like that.
So everything he's doing, he's just showing what America is. That's why I'm not really too surprised about like anything going on. I just take it for what it is, because he just does this. Like that's why he's appealing to so many people, because that's how people.
That's
think.
how people think. Yeah.
You feel me? So until we get over the fact that like it's a race issue, like we just gotta accept it for what it is and just address that. But once we do that, I feel like we can combat like shit like gun violence. Cause I'm pretty sure when what was it in the 1970s when black people were really for gun ownership, the NRA was for gun control. They don't talk about that. Do your research. Now NRA is like fuck gun control because the people who have them are white males, white citizens, and politicians ain't trying to do anything about it. Just saying mental illness this, mental illness that, which is really disrespectful to the people with mental illness.
Yeah.
Because you don't see them doing any of that. And then once again, I'm going to go to Chicago. Why can't they use that for them then? Mental illness, you feel me? And they be seeing their boys get shot down at the age of 13, 14, where they could actually be scarred for life doing, like with that shit. So I could go on for days about El Paso and just like, this shit isn't going to stop because this is just symptomatic of what America is. America loves its guns. America loves its white people. So they're never going to equate the two as being two negatives. That's a double negative. And that's going to hurt the base and the white Americans. And I'm not saying all white Americans are like this. It's just like,
this is a good majority.
This is a white America. So anything that is going to fuck that up or threaten it is not going to pass be in agreement, be talked about, or anything like that. Like, there's no reason gun control should not be spoken or brought up or even implemented at this point. But hey, I'm done ranting.
Wow.
I liked it though.
Wow.
I liked what he
For
said.
real though, like on some real shit.
It was like a whole lesson just now.
I know.
Because it's just like
I'm proud of my guy.
no, but you got to think about it. Like,
No, of course.
we only heard about El Paso because of how many people were killed.
That's true.
This shit happens
Every
every
day.
day, and we do not hear about it anymore. No other country has at least 3.
We have 249 currently.
We have had like
terms of mass
220
mass
days in the
shootings.
freaking year.
Yeah.
We have 249.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm just saying, like, we're clearly doing something wrong if every other country in the world
Has
doesn't
0
even
or
have
1.
exact. You know what I mean? Not even 2.
Yeah, I hear you. And sometimes that's why it's hard for me to like talk about these type of things when they come up, because the way I think about it, anytime a situation like this comes up and I want to mention it on the podcast, I mention it and then I'm like, okay, what new information can I give this time? Like, what can I say new about this shooting that wasn't the same as all of the other shootings that we've witnessed in the past? I can't say, oh, this dude did it for this new reason because it's the same reason as every other time. Like, all I can say every single time this happens, and what makes me sick, that all I can say is I send my condolences and my prayers to people. That makes me sick because I feel like I can't do anything about it but vote when things like changing laws come up. I feel like I can't do anything about it until that. And just knowing that people out there can just pull up anytime, location, premeditated or not, and just decide when it's judgment day for certain people. It's just a crazy thought for me to come up with. So that's why when times like these happen and it's like, and people look like to me to say something, I struggle with saying anything at all because I can't give you anything new that I haven't already said for the past 6 shootings that happened last year alone. You feel me? But yeah, is any insight you want to give on that?
America's trash, bro. Like,
Facts.
I try to stay clear of the politics, especially recently, only because I feel like it's just mad negative. Like, my grandparents are the type of grandparents that watch the news day in and day out. Like, I'll leave for work, I'll come back, they're still watching the news. And it's still the same crap. And I'm like, it's so depressing. Y'all are too old to be watching this stuff. It's not going to change. And then when I do have the urge to go and watch the news, it's stuff like this. And I'm like, you see, this is why I don't watch the news. Like, there's nothing uplifting about our country. There's nothing like dope that I see on the news. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is like
The news is meant
this
to
is
scare
crazy.
you.
Like, no, this is.
Oh yeah, happy news never sells.
If you, I was about to say, if you
Yeah.
watch the news, like every story is negative because negative sells. That's what
Everything.
people want us to view. Like, oh, what the fuck is going on in the world? Oh, where should I stay away from? Like, I started watching the news, bro, and like my view on the world got way brighter.
Yeah.
They would rather make us feel weak and empowered than strong and motivated.
My thing is,
And
if
they
like
want
you're
to keep us that way,
if
because
you're
that's
going
how
to
you
get
gain
your
control
news
over people through fear.
facts.
Boom.
If you're
That's
if
it.
you wanna like if you're gonna get your news, get it online. Because
Yeah.
you're controlling what sources you're getting it from. You can fact check. You can do all that. Because news, they control the narrative. They're only going to tell you certain parts of the story. They're going to dramatize the story, make it seem worse than what it really is, and you're going to base your opinions off of that.
They need an
I
audience.
guarantee you, 80-90% of the people that watch the news do not go and fact check on the shit, like
No,
the
of
stories
course
they
not.
heard about. You know what I mean?
They believe
They're
it.
just gonna go spewing what they heard on the news, tell other people, and they're just gonna create fear mongering citizens. But as you said, like politicians voting, I feel like that's not even gonna do anything either, because the only way like you could really, all the politicians coming up, like they say they have good ideas and everything, they're gonna change,
think it's gonna happen.
but they really can't do anything because the House of Representatives,
Yep.
Senate.
Congress.
Those dudes are all set in their ways. All those old white dudes are all set in their ways. I'm sorry. I feel like the only way we can really
all
change that
old
is
white
by like
men.
doing it like systematically. You got to do it like start from the bottom and just build it up again. Like you got to get rid of all the representatives in your city that are corrupt, fucking shit up, and you just got to start all over and just build from the top. That's the only way I see things changing, because the system we have right now, there's too much corruption. There's too much influence of like big companies. The NRA has a very big influence on a lot of politicians themselves. Mm-hmm. So I feel like until we can eliminate all of that, which I don't even think is possible at this point, because there's way too much money involved.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have way too much power as is. So until we can like mitigate that, just limit it at least, ain't shit really gonna change. But yeah, unless one of the politicians who has supreme power, like Trump, or for example, like God forbid, like someone he knows in his family were to be a victim of a mass shooting, I feel like only then is when we would get some real change, because then they'll know how it feels.
True.
And that's like the worst thing ever to wish, not even wish upon someone, but like if that's what it takes to make you realize we need change, that's fucked up.
Indeed.
But I'm done on El Paso. But yeah, my condolences really go out to the families. Like really, the families. Like I can't even give I don't know what to say, but I'm gonna give my condolences. So yeah. But yeah.
I would say that just know that the people that are always doing this are always the one in power. These attacks are always happening. These attacks are always happening to the powerless. So I don't know. I feel like since like I don't want to take it all the way back to slavery, but since we've come to this country, people have always just been trying to push us out one way or another,
which makes no sense.
They just keep happening in certain forms. There's slavery, Jim Crow laws, prisons, assassinations, all these type of things. It's happening in one form or another. And when people just finally get the chance to open your eyes and just see that the people that you were afraid of are the ones, the people that you were afraid of always seem to be the ones that are afraid of you the most. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
I don't know if that makes sense. I always feel like people are always trying to drive us out of the country,
which makes
and
no
make
sense.
us scared of them. But it's always they're scared of us. And for their fear, the retaliation leads to our execution. But I don't know. Something to think about.
That's
I
a
won't
whole
spend
word.
I won't spend
I
any more
love
time on
you
that.
guys.
I want to say
no.
I want to make one not even an observation, a comment. I was at work, right? I was on my break. I was just watching some YouTube videos, and then a Fox News clip came up of like a Republican senator talking about the shooting. Bro, tell me why this dude said the reason why the shooter shot so many people was because he didn't have a father figure. Bro, when I heard that...
let me introduce you to black people.
Bro, that's the first shit that popped up into my head.
That's crazy.
Bro, I dropped my headphones, and I just looked at the dude sitting across from me. I was like, yo, my boy Donato. I was like, yo, you hear what this dude just said? I played it for him. His jaw just dropped. And I looked at him. I was just like...
Facts.
I don't do that. But
sure.
I just wanted to bring that up because that was just different for me. Like the fact that was an excuse y'all are coming up with now. Like I can just poke so many holes in that theory. But anyway,
for some reason when shit like that happens, we get shackles and they get guns. So
right.
I don't know.
Honestly, I really do think black people just need to go out and buy a lot of guns.
Huh?
I just feel like black people as a whole, we need to go out and just buy a lot of guns ourselves. Not to use them.
That won't do anything.
I feel like if they saw us,
us buying guns then
would
gun
create
control
guns.
would
You feel
happen.
me? That's what I'm thinking.
Because these gangs are crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because these gangs are crazy. So
That's-
we need to implement gun control for our safety, but not for all the little kids over at Sandy Hook or the people down at Columbine.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that would really happen.
Yeah,
It could, though.
Yeah. I'm done with El Paso. To keep it a complete buck with y'all. This just makes me upset
It's
at this
just
point.
mad.
I was
No,
like,
did y'all see the photo? I'm sorry. Did y'all see the
go ahead.
photo of
photo?
like I don't know if they were KKK. I don't know if they were.
Oh, in Boston?
Yes.
Oh, about the masked people
Bro.
that were chilling on the orange line.
Someone should have pushed them on the tracks.
I mean, when I saw that, I didn't know the context of it, so
Yeah.
I didn't look into it too much. I'm like, oh, masked people
Wearing
on a
ski
train,
masks.
like. Just because Boston's weird as fuck, that can mean anything. You feel me? So like, I didn't know the context of the photo, so I didn't really take it that serious. But if something God forbid, if something happens, I like that social media was one step ahead and like, yo, we got these bitches, proof. Which is why I'll always go to Twitter. When people say like, don't trust like social media as your source of like news. Like, understand, like for our generation, social media gives us more news than any news station will ever give, because
I get world news. I get world news.
Yeah, social media, we're there. Like, this is all happening live from the perspective of the people that are there. So that's why people are getting this shit from the news. It's coming from people that are actually right there, not from whatever way these people want to flip it. Like, when you watch these news station and you see this thug was killed somewhere, or this person of color, blah, 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 blah. You know, the news stations will always find some ways to sell headlines that'll just make the masses eat it up. But when you go to social media, that's when you realize, oh, well, first of all, this person has a name, first of all. Second of all, their story is not what the news station intended it for to be. I was actually there, so let me tell you how it actually went down. You feel me? That's why we take that shit, because that shit's more accurate than whatever these people want to sell as a story. Just know that we go to these people because I'm going to trust Twitter and not the news station, because in the eyes of a news station, my tragic news is just another dollar for you. So you're going to find whatever way you can flip that headline to make mad people click it. My life isn't clickbait. Let me just say that. And second of all, yeah, my fault. I'm going to stop.
You was going.
I'm gonna stop though.
All right. Before we get going on this topic again, because niggas can go for days on that.
Facts.
Can we talk about how this man ASAP ain't drop a first day out track? That's not, bro. When I tell you he is not for the culture, bro.
I know.
He is not for the culture.
He didn't drop a first day out.
Did you see what he was doing too?
Bro, he's not for the culture.
Talking about the limo pics. I seen the limo pics. I seen the. I hate that y'all want to give him shade because of that.
He was the only person in there, man. There was not one lick of black in there except for him. Like, my guy, that's the first thing you would think of. You was just in Sweden. You couldn't go in LA or something, Compton, go visit out some females. You had to be with them.
See, now because you have that opinion, I want you to go ahead and explain why that matters or why that's important to you.
For me, correct me if I'm wrong, I've never seen him with a black woman. Like, I have no problem with interracial couples. I just feel like there was no, like, it doesn't even matter if there was just white girls. Like, I'm saying there was no homeboys with him. You know what I'm saying? It was just him in a car with a whole bunch of white girls. Mm-hmm. Like, he didn't go visit out his boys. He didn't do nothing. You just saw him.
Well, he probably did. We just didn't see it.
To do. Like,
that's just the first thing we saw. You feel me?
That's true. But that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. You gotta, you're in a public eye. You got to know optics are everything. So regardless, whether you didn't care, you had to know people were going to see that. And a whole bunch of black people, women especially, were gonna come for you, seeing that you was in a car by yourself with a whole bunch of white women. Again, I don't have a problem with interracial couples. Actually, come on, like, really, come on.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just when I hear things.
Like, I just expected at least his homeboys. That was the first thing I expected him to be in a car with, like somebody that was like all the people that was like, oh, free my guy. I expected them.
He was probably not. See, we can't say shit like that because he was most definitely there when ASAP either landed or when he got out. Ferg was actually there. We can't just say because TMZ showed us this pic of him in the limo with a bunch of white shorties that none of his boys was with him or that no people of color were there. We can't just assume that because that's what TMZ showed us. Like I said, TMZ is going to show you the shit that's going to sell. So, of course, they're going to show ASAP in a light like that because that is what's going to sell. So if y'all as a community just decide to eat that up, then the image of Rocky just falls on y'all, yo.
My thing is, I don't give a fuck about him being with white girls. Good for him.
Either, yeah.
You got the money, do whatever you want. Where was my first day out track? You was trapped. You was locked up in there for a good month. Like, he was in there for a month doing what? Bitching about how his conditions were. You weren't making music, bro. You were not making music. That last album was trash. I need some new content. Where is that first day out track? It's been over a week. That's really all I care about. Cause him being locked up, I did not give a fuck about. Cause who was ASAP? Mm-hmm. He ain't a public. He's a public figure, but he ain't an activist.
He's not.
He don't speak on anything affecting his community.
Mm-hmm. True.
His music is getting trash. He barely drops music. He's becoming irrelevant to me. I'm sorry, but he's just becoming irrelevant. I want that first day out track. And if it ain't fire, you're done.
Well, I can tell you I'm not expecting a first day out track from
not
ASAP at all because
He
I don't know.
can do
I feel like first day out tracks are
First day.
No, like they're written by dudes that like
Thugs.
trap rappers, like
Thugs.
like trap rappers for first day out tracks because those
Gucci
are the
Mane.
ones that talk about being in jail or like dodging jail. What? Like
Was he even
ASAP
really
Rocky
in
just raps
jail,
about
though?
being a pretty boy, bro. He's not gonna do some
he
first
was
day
in
out type
porn.
shit.
He was in jail complaining about the conditions every day. Every day I heard a new report about ASAP's cell was like this, shit smeared all over it. Yada, 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 yada. So rap about it. Tell your story. Don't you want to tell a story of how it was in jail? Best way to do that is to do it in music. You make money off of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's just my perspective. I feel like as an artist, that would already be in your mind. Like, I would want to do that.
I hear you.
But I don't know.
Well, he's not completely out of the clear because he has a trial date on August 14th. So he has to go back to Sweden on that day, and then that's when they give him his full like charges to see if he's like innocent or guilty.
They already said he's not going back to jail. Like, they already said, like, no matter what happens, he's not going back to jail, so he's fine. And my thing is, that was in another country.
I believe
we're in
it.
the strongest,
I
like, we're
believe
in
it
the
when it's
strongest
confirmed.
country, like, we're in the strongest country, like, military-wise and all that. Like, ain't no one fucking with us. Even if he didn't show up, what the hell would happen?
That's big.
That's like, I was thinking about that. Like, he was in Sweden. Like, bruh, if I got arrested in another country, y'all ain't seeing me again once I get off your land. Like, I'm out. Fuck these charges. You can't. What, you gonna extradite me to back to Sweden from America? No, you ain't doing that. America extradites people like doing crazier shit. So I'm just saying, like, he's probably gonna do it, like show back up because he's a big popular celebrity, and that's gonna make a lot of news if he doesn't. You feel me?
Him.
But I'm just thinking, like, if that was me, I ain't going back. For what? They can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Rich,
So you gonna do the race?
The race from what? Sweden? I'm gonna do the race, but I'm gonna keep posting. I'm gonna be on everything.
Wow.
I'm gonna do it TK style. Shit.
Facts. Shit, now like a TK 55.
RSP, boy. You already know I rep my set.
Oh God, for him.
Nah, but do you think we're getting any new music from him anytime soon?
No.
Nah, not anytime soon. I think probably maybe a couple months. Maybe in a couple months we'll get something.
Can
I
you
think
not
that's
tell
gonna
me though?
happen.
Like, you were the one that is on the music shit. I feel like every rapper that gets locked up for an extended period of time,
Trap rapper. I'm just gonna add that asterisk.
Trap
T
rapper.
Grizzly did it. Trap. Lil Durk. Trap. Kodak. Trap. These are all like trap rappers. Like ASAP Rocky. I'm not expecting a first day.
I'm
out.
not talking about first day out, but I was gonna say, like, even Meek did this. Like,
Trap.
no, Meek ain't even trap like that anymore. Like, what? Meek is not about the trap life.
What?
Meek is not about the trap life like that anymore. He's trying to
His
get
whole come up is trap.
his come up. I said anymore.
Yeah, but he's still.
So you're telling me when he was on probation, he was about that trap life? Like,
no,
when he
but
got
was
arrested,
still affiliated.
but he's not about it.
He's not.
No, I'm
on
here,
it
but I'm
now.
saying ASAP. Like his whole come up was never on that.
I can understand that.
So that's why I'm saying like with Meek it makes sense because like we've been
right, well-
learning from Meek's career from the jump that he's been getting like just done wrong. Like
all right, well, I hear that.
injustice.
Well, what I was gonna say is, I feel like every rapper that gets locked up always comes out with an album like a week or two later.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
from ASAP at all.
no, I'm just saying, but like you could attest to that, like
Yeah.
because you're more hip and in tune with what's going on. Is that really the case though? Like when every time a rapper gets locked up for an extended period of time, they always
Yeah.
come out with an album like very soon, shortly
Yeah,
after?
because normally in their time, they either have been writing a lot or they've had a lot just stashed away. Where when they come back in, they just kind of just let that shit out. So when people are released, if they have a bunch of shit out in the vault, they might be like, all right, people are hyped that I'm out, put that shit out. Or if they've written mad shit while they were inside, they might just go straight to the studio and be like, all right, it's time to let people know. Like Gucci or like Boosie and Meek and what
So do you expect this from
fucking
A$AP?
Bobby Shmurda will do once he gets out.
That Bobby album.
I'm actually
is
excited for that.
We got a whole
I'm
nother
really
year.
excited for
We got
Bobby.
a whole another year and a half for that.
I'm really excited for Bobby.
But like, yeah, do you expect ASAP to do that
No.
whatsoever?
No. Not at all.
All right.
Not at all.
Okay.
He's gonna be
So I'm
rapping
gonna just
to me
look forward to
about-
my Ross album this Friday.
He's gonna be rapping to me about LSD and Margiela and his grills
Him
and all
being
the
perfect.
about how we got white shorties and black shorties.
You guys are right.
Yeah,
How his teeth
that's it.
perfect. You know how he a
He's
pretty,
pretty
boy.
boy.
Flacco.
He's gonna say in jail you slipping on semen and shit.
The way Fergie looked at him after that comment, I
That
will
shit
never
was
forget
hilarious.
that.
Yeah.
Slipping on semen and shit. Said
But
that
my
shit
thing
so
is like,
casually.
if you were next to ASAP when he said that, like, would you like, how would you react to that? 'Cause
Like,
I
nigga,
feel like if it was just,
I'd be like,
if you just
nigga,
said that to
what?
me, I'd be like, damn, shit.
First of all, they were in this type of environment.
yeah,
I would have been like, nigga, what? Just like this. Looked at you. What did you just say? And then he would have had to speak for that. Simple as that.
Oh, okay.
Slipping on semen and shit.
I think the way he said it, because like he was like
He said it so casually.
Nah,
like,
he made it
do
sound like
shit
that
all the
made him
time.
gangster. He made it sound like that made him
Slipping
gangster.
on
Yo,
semen
So
and
it's like,
shit.
yeah, I say, you was out here slipping on semen and shit, and just the way he said it, was I supposed to just look at him and be like,
Dude,
yeah, that's gangster.
That's not sus.
That's hard. That's tough. Yeah, you out here. You out here. I don't know, man. Happy
Yeah.
the kids out. Stay out of fuck shit
Sick.
while you're out. You feel me?
So
other
these two shorties been out for a while though.
Yeah,
I
and
have no
am
idea what's been
excited.
going on.
I am excited.
Can you tell me what's been going on with them?
Yeah, no problem. So, Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj are coming together along with Ty Dolla $ign on Friday
That's
to
gonna
drop
be
a
fire.
track. You feel me?
Oh, not an album.
The track is going to be called Hot Girl Summer. It's by Megan Thee Stallion. And a lot of people kind of anticipated this when they went on IG Live with each other. You feel me?
They just need Cardi and they'll create the trifecta.
That will never happen.
I don't
Why
know
won't that happen?
They already got legit. They're
It
the big
won't
Now I want to
happen.
hear why.
They're
won't
the
it
big
Well,
three.
unless actually, I think she's getting smarter with like business wise. If she can overlook it and they just do separate, studio sessions.
Overlook
and
what?
They have beef.
What beef? The beef is industry created.
You really think so?
Yes. Why
Yes,
would they
I
ever
believe
have
that
beef
as well.
together? Like, what physical reason would they have beef? They don't even know each other.
Well, give us a breakdown.
I'm talking about Cardi and Nicki.
give us
Yeah,
the
I'm
No.
like they don't know
Because he
each
doesn't
other.
think that the beef is like real. I
Cardi
also think the fans created the beef. But
I think
Cardi's
the
better than
fans
Nicki. Nicki's better than
made
Cardi.
it
That's what
bigger. I think that's what it was. I think there was always some little animosity between them, and I think fans kind of just made it even more hyped than it was.
Where is the animosity coming from? Is my question though. Like from what? From what?
I guess I don't know. I feel like for me, like I used to listen to Nicki in high school, and I feel like for a while, Nicki was like that one person that was doing everything. She was the one rapper chick. Obviously, there was other female rappers during her time. They just weren't as important or as popular as Nicki. And then I feel like when Cardi came up, Cardi took some of that shine away because Nicki was, wasn't doing as much music, wasn't doing as much promotions and this and the fourth. That's my take on it. But
So-
I don't know.
So basically, what you're saying is that Nicki would be upset with Cardi because she took her fame in the spotlight.
I think a
when
little
Nicki
bit,
wasn't
yes.
utilizing it at the time. Basically, what I feel like should have happened once Cardi
They
came out,
shoulda
Nicki
came
should have hit
together.
her up.
Yes.
Seeing how she was popping up, and like, yo, let's do a track together.
I agree with
nah,
you.
the way I think all this like really started was like kind of just based off respect. So I think how Megan and Nicki were able to click so easily was because as soon as Nicki and Meg had that first interaction, it was just love and praise from Megan off the bat. You feel me? Like if you watch that IG Live, as soon as they're connected, Megan Thee Stallion right off the bat is just giving all praise to Nicki. You feel me? And I think kind of like what started
That's not who Cardi is, though.
Hold on. But I think kind of how the Lil Kim and Nicki beef started. The Lil Kim and Nicki beef started because Lil Kim felt like Nicki wasn't given
Her props.
the proper props, even though there's like visual evidence of Nicki giving mad love to Kim, but Kim didn't feel like Nicki was
enough.
giving her that type of love. So that's kind of where this whole Nicki and Cardi situation happened, where Nicki felt like Cardi wasn't giving her proper flowers. And
For what though?
I know.
But
And here's the
that's what I'm
thing.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. Where this beef was created by the fans, because I think the way Cardi was going out, she was like, yeah, like
I used to
Nicki's
listen
hot,
to
but
her.
like I don't owe her shit. You feel me? I think she was just kind of
doesn't.
on her own come up, where Nicki felt like there was probably just some type of praise she expected from Cardi that she didn't get. So that's kind of how this whole thing kind of just generated. I felt like it was small, but then with
The fans made
the
it
hype
bigger.
of the fans
Yeah.
kind of just made it into a bigger thing.
But my thing with that is you didn't do that with Kim, so why would you expect it from Cardi?
And there was a beef with Nicki and Kim.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's just dumb. Plus, for me personally, I just feel like there's been like I've seen like a shift and change from Nicki. The Nicki that I grew up listening to in high school, I don't feel like is the same Nicki now.
She let the quote get to her head, in my opinion.
I mean, everybody reaches that point when they're
No.
everybody reaches that point in fame when they
No.
change.
Nah, but some people don't let the fame like get to their head.
Like I don't think Cardi.
Like
let it
obviously
get
you're
to
gonna
her head
change.
like
Like
that.
it,
Well, yeah,
it's
because
only
Cardi's
natural.
not there yet. Like she just blew up. It's not gonna. Cardi's not gonna be at that point yet.
Cardi solidified.
Huh?
Cardi solidified. I feel like she is at that point, bro.
No, she's not. She's not at Nicki's point.
She's solidified in the game,
She's
though.
good,
She's solidified. But what I'm saying is, when you come out, when you're a fresh act in the beginning, and you're hot when you come out, however long that is, if it's like a 3, 5, 10 year period, during that time, yes, you're solidified, you're hot, nobody can tell you shit. But then later on, when somebody new comes in and now kind of takes a shot at the throne, and you've just been at the top this entire time, now the waters are tested. You feel me?
My thing is, there's only 3 real Megan, Cardi, and Nicki. There's more than enough room in the music industry.
For all three of them, they
You
all
feel me? There's
put
only
Exactly.
3 hot
together.
girl
I mean,
rappers. So
we know
like
that.
you saying like she's not on the same level. I honestly do feel like she is, bro. Because if you split them up, it's like you got your Cardi stands, you got your Nicki stands, and now you're getting your Megan stands.
Megan stands.
Who's a better rapper, Nicki or Cardi?
Megan is the best out of all 3.
I said Nicki.
rapper.
Or
No,
Cardi.
between
I said
Cardi-
Nicki or Cardi.
You say
But you
rapper?
see-
I said Nicki or Cardi. Yes.
Rapper? I don't know.
But this is the thing. I've done my research on
I don't
this.
know.
They
I just know
have
Megan is the best.
little proof of Nicki, right? I don't know. People can let me know if I'm wrong or not. I've seen in the videos where they'll take some of her songs and they'll take Little Kim songs, and it's the same line or multiple lines.
I mean,
So
yeah, so
I
you
don't
can say
know.
the same thing with like Hove and Biggie. In the beginning of Hove's career, half of his rhymes were Biggie rhymes. So I feel like you can't really just say that. That's just
No, but I'm saying in his case where you're asking him whether or not who's the better rapper. Obviously,
I
okay,
can't. If she's not using her own bars, I can't go based off of that.
that's my thing.
and the whole big talk about why people are praising Nicki and Meg and not Cardi, because people are bashing Cardi because people think she doesn't write her own shit. So it is known that Megan writes her shit. We all
Megan be
assume
freestyling
that,
like crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and we
why.
all assume that Nicki write her shit. That's why we're loving this. During their little IG live session, there was a little comment made where a lot of people are thinking it's a shot at Cardi, where Megan just said, "Oh, I'm about to go right," and she put like an emphasis on right, and Nicki kind of like just took it up and it was like, "Ooh, I know what you're trying to say, but I can't really speak on that right now. Just know if we were in person, I hear you. I know what you're trying to say, but I can't really talk about
And
it
she
on
squashed
here
it,
like
too.
this." Yeah, and I feel
I
like,
said that wasn't the case.
but I feel like when that happened, when Meg said that originally, I don't even think she was like
Trying to
referencing I don't think she was referencing Cardi at all. I don't think she was
Probably
talking
some
about
insider
Cardi at
shit.
all.
It was
Yeah.
legit. Probably some insider between them two.
When I saw it, I thought Megan just meant like, yo, she's just actually
She's
about to
gonna
go
go
right.
right.
You feel me? But the way Nicki kind of just spun it off
And
made it
that's
seem like it was a
why
shot
I
at
look
Cardi.
at
You
her
Nicki
feel
be
me?
doing that
Definitely
a
not.
lot. I'm sorry. She's passive aggressive with that type of shit.
Yeah.
She brings a lot of like the shit that happens onto herself and then tries to play victim. I'm sorry.
Like that whole situation with the fashion show, that was unnecessary. I watched mad videos from different perspectives and everything, and it's just like she knows what she's doing. She's aware. Mm-hmm. She's aware of what she's doing. That's all I can say.
I'm just saying, like, I think it's gonna happen down the road that all
hope
3 are
so.
going to make a song together
I
because
hope
there's
so.
way too much money in that for them to not do it. You know, you know what I mean? Like getting all those, you would get. You know how many people probably are like, I'm not gonna listen to Nicki because I'm a diehard Cardi. And you know how many people are like the same.
Dumb, yeah.
You feel me? But you know how many people are probably like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna put a number, but there's definitely people like that. So imagine them getting a track together.
Facts.
All three of them. You're gonna have all three fan bases clamoring for one track. You're gonna get hella views. That shit'll probably be #1. Like you're each gonna make bands off that, and then you could just do some other shit after that. You feel me? But my thing is, I feel like if that were to happen, like devil's advocate, I could totally see stands being like, "Oh, Cardi's verse was way better than Nicki's. Cardi didn't write her verse. Oh, Megan killed them both."
They did that with
Motorsport. Yeah.
You feel me? So that's the other side of it. I can see happening.
I mean, we would all like to see all three of them work together. Hopefully, at some point when everyone squashes their differences, we can see some type of shit like that.
I think it would work out. I think if they were to do it, like if they were to do it now, it wouldn't be one whole session. I think there'd be one day where Cardi does her business and then Nicki does her verse and then Megan just does whatever in between.
Their managers need to bring them all into one room.
They
have
should
them sit the fuck down and figure it out.
They should.
And then I guarantee you, they'll be like, "Why are we even beefing?"
There's no reason to.
Like that's the thing. Like I'm sorry, but like, is it easy for girls to do that? Especially like when you got clout.
Wait, to do what?
Like to be able to like have that conversation with another female, like talk shit out like that.
I think for me, yes. Like I'm having this problem currently right now. I think females just try to like, with certain females, they just try to play dumb for no reason, and it's unnecessary. It's just messy. For me, I think it's messy.
I feel like, but what about like when pride is involved? Because with these three girls, well, Nicki and Cardi mainly, there is a whole lot of pride in that beef,
and it just takes
where one of them probably is not going to apologize before the other. You know what I mean?
Oh, Nicki's not apologizing.
You know what I mean? Shit. Like that pride
Nicki
right
is
there.
Apologizing.
Yeah.
So like, how would you? How would
Cardi
you?
isn't
Like,
apologizing for shit. Yo.
You see what I'm? They're both ignorant as fuck in that regard. So I'm just like, how would you?
Take two
like,
shorties from New York. What do you expect?
How would you have them approach that?
I think somebody who's close to both parties would have to be involved. Like the same way we're sitting now. Like you talk your shit. You talk your shit.
Oh, they have a
we
mediator
squash
in
it.
Okay.
And after we leave this room, that's it. There's no reason, no turning back. You talk your shit, he talks his shit.
I feel like that doesn't work for women though. Like once you leave the room, it's over. Like guys, I feel like guys really good at that. Like guys will fight, be perfectly fine after.
Okay,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Guys will just fight.
Squash the beef after. Like, all right, we duked it out.
30 seconds out. Yo, we good?
We good. We duked this shit out. All right, bet. We can go back to living our lives. Like nothing happened. I feel like girls will do that and then continue to talk shit behind each other's back.
Because I feel like
after.
sometimes with let me see. Because I feel like sometimes when you're talking your shit and say he didn't catch it at first, but say he left the room and he's like, damn, he low-key came at me just now and I didn't address it then. So now I still have a problem. So that could be one. That could be, it's mad work, but that could be one aspect of it. But you understood what I'm saying. I see you getting hyped, but you understand what I'm saying.
It's just like, wow.
They left. Like, they left. Maybe it's over, but hold on.
Like,
I'm going to say some slick shit right there.
I'm going to create another issue for no. That's what overthinking. All right, word.
Yeah.
That's just overthinking the issue. But
that's funny.
Yeah, well, hey, I don't know.
We would like to see that.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Like,
imagine all three with cucumbers.
Don't get me started on this cucumber business, okay? No, I can't.
First of all, I will shake your hand for that transition.
Imagine all three of them with cucumbers, bro. Yo,
that's nasty. That is so nasty.
But that was a smooth ass transition.
Yeah, smooth ass transition. What's it called? So, what he was referencing was apparently if you're hip to hip hop couples, and for some reason I don't know why people are involved in hip hop couples' lives, but yeah, if you're hip to the lives of hip hop couples, Trouble and Alexa Sky apparently have been dating for a while. Trouble is a rapper that is signed to Mike Will's label. Alexa Sky is probably some IG model. I have no idea who Alexa Sky is, but apparently her name holds some weight. Because, you know, these IG models are killing it for some reason. I don't know what they're getting paid for. Wild. But they're getting noticed for some reason.
Hey, don't hate on that grind.
Oh, no.
That's their version of making money.
That's their hustle. Shit. Shit. Hey,
I don't know what you're getting paid for.
I don't know what you. I mean, hey, we might know what they're getting paid for, but I'm not gonna put that assumption out there. I'm not gonna put that assumption out there. You feel me? We respect everybody out here. I mean, hey, I feel like anybody that is willing to insert a cucumber in themselves, I feel like needs their respect to be questioned. You feel me? So Trouble and Alexa Sky kind of threw this party, and apparently at some point during the party, a shorty busted open, center down in the stage, pull the bikini over, to the side, and push your panties to the side, and then got
instead of a penis, it was a cucumber.
It's so gross.
I don't know if it was lubricated. I don't know if there was a strap on it.
It didn't look like a strap was on it.
I mean, I feel like the environment was musty enough to form. But yeah, shorty was, getting dealt with a cucumber, and my man Boosie was in the corner.
He was sick to his
My man
stomach.
Boosie was in the corner with his phone. Hit me with camera on real quick. Man was in the corner with his phone like.
Nigga wanted to turn away, but can't.
He wanted to turn away, but he had to get it for the snap.
Oh my god. So
First of all, let me just tell you, hot girls, you were down by 40.
Bro, they down by 400.
And what is wild is that like the shorty in question tried to defend it.
Yo, didn't she make an Instagram post today?
She made an Instagram post, which is hilarious because I don't know how all these rappers are involved with each other, but their involvement is just hilarious. It's like a big there should be a love and hip hop IG.
So
there should be love and hip hop IG. I feel like that would be great. Imagine if I get fucking Alexa Sky, Karrueche, Brittany Renner, and just all these people and just put them in it. Huh?
Why you put Karrueche in
Cause didn't she start off as an IG model?
Is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about IG models.
Facts.
I don't know their names.
I don't know. What else do we know Karrueche for besides Chris Brown and blah blah blah?
Does she make music? Does she make music?
I swear
She's an
Karrueche was just
actor now.
an actor.
Does she make music?
No.
She's
So
an
what
actor.
Wait.
No,
She
apparently-
didn't even make music?
No.
I only knew her because of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I thought she made music.
No. IG
So
model.
she's she's completely irrelevant. She just got
See,
rich off
getting
clout.
back to my point, I don't know what they're getting paid for.
She got rich off clout.
Facts. Like,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's crazy because like, I know a couple IG models, and for some reason I always laugh when I see booking info in their bio. Because I'm like, what are you getting booked for? Shorty, let me know. Let me know.
know what's
not
crazy?
to let
I'm
any
pretty
slight
sure
for
I
your
saw,
IG
like-
models, 'cause, we got love for all.
Yo,
of
remember
y'all.
when that show 1,000 Ways to Die was out?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that show.
Bro, I'm pretty sure there was an episode where Shorty took a cucumber out the freaking fridge,
I believe it.
played with herself,
'cause
and
it
she
was too
died, right?
big.
And she died.
and she died. Bro, this girl lucky. She could have killed
Cause
herself.
they did something and it just messed up her insides, and then it was
Oh no, she peeled it. She peeled it, and like some edge was sharp enough to cut her internal organs, and then she started bleeding out.
So circumcised.
Oh my gosh! Get him out of here! Oh my gosh! Get him out of here! I'm sick.
When I tell you you ain't shit, bro, yo, you ain't shit.
I'm sick.
But you're 100% right on that. You feel me? You're 100% right.
Rick, yo.
Holy cow!
I don't even know. When I wrote that down in my notes, I don't even know what to discuss about that. That's just wild.
It's
I feel
trash.
like
we just
Why are
want to
still
mention
doing
that.
I
it?
feel like I
yeah.
want to just look at you, Imani,
Why
and
we
just
still
like
doing
ask
it?
you why y'all doing that. But I feel
Whoa,
like I
whoa.
can't include
Whoa.
y'all in that.
Whoa.
I'm like, but no, why is this a sensation? Like,
Excuse me?
I know you can't talk for shorties that are doing this shit.
Bro,
but like,
I wouldn't even group.
I
That was just one
No,
nasty
I'm not.
shorty.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. You don't follow this dude on Instagram. It's this dude on Twitter. He's like this. He makes music and he's like a promoter. But apparently, the parties that this dude throws, he got mad shorties doing it. At every
I know
part,
what
like
you're
I'll be
talking
on
about.
his Twitter and I'll go through his videos, and apparently at every single event, there's literally a part of the party where it's just cucumbers everywhere, and I'm like,
light-skinned dude, right?
yeah, some light skinned dude with
Yeah.
like green hair,
Mhm.
like some shit. And I'm like, yo, how, like, what is being said?
Paid,
Or you think so?
definitely.
Oh, they're getting
Clout, bro.
bread.
It's clout. You're gonna
They're
get
getting
clout off
bread.
that.
Because I'm just over here thinking like, I'm not cut my. their face. We see their face and everything.
They're already showing half their ass on IG, bro.
Some of them are just naked, and I'm just like, for a cucumber,
bro. They be naked on IG with whipped cream and paint on their bodies. Like, what are you talking about? It's just one extra step. Except they're probably getting paid for it, and they're getting added exposure.
Y'all are trash.
Yo, maybe Shorty wanted to be a porn star. This is her. You know, this is her. This is her. You know, her magic. This is her love seat. Feel me? This was that one seat in the room. No one chair.
Every time I pull up to a shorty's crib and you're cooking, I am checking all your vegetables.
So I have a question for you, for both of you guys.
Not white shit. Making sure you clean all
Is
that
shit. Does that arouse you?
What?
Guys?
No.
Oh, okay.
You think I want to go like that?
No,
musty.
but you
just said it was musty.
No, I'm not even talking. No, I'm not talking about that. That she's trash for that one.
I was about to say.
I'm talking about the beginning videos, the ones where they would suck on things. Okay, just asking.
You could just do that to me.
Why are you trying to show me what you can do with a cucumber?
When you could just show me what you could do with my dick. You feel me? Rather than the cucumber, you feel me? Like, why I do the cucumber?
But I'm
what is that doing for me?
But I've seen on Twitter.
You look stupid as hell, in my opinion. If you're going, what? Dumb as fuck.
I'm like, wow, that looks right. Like, damn.
No, but on Twitter,
yo, she giving the cucumber the work, yo.
They'll be like, oh, come do that to me, and I'm like, really? You liked that? Really? Not me. No, I don't know them personally on Twitter. They'd be like, oh, you like that?
Nah. Twitter just got the freaks.
Yeah.
You gonna have. There's obviously gonna be some dudes who don't get aroused by that type of shit. Be aware of those niggas. Those are some weird ass niggas. But like, yeah, normal people like us who get that, nah, we ain't gonna get turned on by that. Like, fuck.
I've learned that those type of weirdos though, they got bread.
They do. I've had some people ask me some different things.
If you know any sex workers or have sex workers as friends, I have I have a couple friends that are sex workers, and when they tell me the type of shit that they get,
have to do.
The simple shit they got, it's weird, but the simple weird shit they got to do, and the amount of bread people are trying to pay for that shit, I'm just like, part of me is like disgusted, but then another part is me
get your money,
like,
girl.
get your coin, sis. like get your coin, sis.
Dudes will pay you for your feet.
It is weird. It is
they
weird.
Love feet.
It's but
just pictures.
Get your
it.
bread.
I hate feet.
I'll never knock a shorty's hustle, yo. I'll never knock anybody's hustle. Get it?
If the
toes
ain't
safe,
dead,
yo.
The toes ain't dead. Throwing up gang signs and shit.
Really?
Shit.
But yeah, let's get serious. Let's get serious.
Because I don't know why y'all did that. That's trash.
Nah, well, we like to have fun. All right. Quick news, happy news, I guess.
Yes.
We need some happy news. So, Cyntoia Brown was released from prison officially. If you remember her story from way back, we talked about it on the podcast. 16 years old, she was sentenced to life in jail for killing her sex trafficker. She was I can't remember the exact story, how long she was in the sex trafficking ring for. I do know it was a long time. And when she had the chance, killed her dude, and unfortunately was sentenced to life. In the beginning of the year, she was granted clemency by the Tennessee governor, and earlier today, she was officially released.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's great news. Like, shout out to her, but first of all, they took away half her life. She's 31 right now. Fuck them for that.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah, she's 31 right now.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yes, she's 31. But
she's old. Well, not old, but she's older.
Yeah, she's 31. But also, I just want to say, like, if you gonna grant someone clemency, I feel like they should be out within a month. It took an extra 6 months.
Yeah, it did.
I don't understand that, but there's probably way more to the process. I just don't know. But like, I just feel like if you're gonna do that, you just said they're innocent, they can leave jail. Why the fuck was she in there an extra 6 months?
They probably had like people trying to stop it, or there was
maybe her trial date. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trial date? You
maybe they
granted
kept
her clemency, bro. You don't need a trial.
Maybe they kept pushing it.
They granted her clemency.
No, I'm hip, but
like,
there was probably people who just for some whatever reason was just trying to.
I'm gonna do some research on that. People, get back to you on it. But,
yeah, facts.
I just wanted to bring that up, but yeah.
So yeah, shout out to her. Anything else to say about that?
Congrats, man. Live life.
Yeah, go get your life back, please.
No, she's trying to do some moves. She's trying to like help people who's in the same position.
I saw. She's gonna get. She's gonna get. People are definitely. She's gonna get promotions, advertising. Yeah, she's gonna get rich.
I think she's gonna get like she might even get a documentary or like a TV deal or something, or a big time interview.
That'd be dope. I mean, I hope people would help her out when like. Because she had to go through this unfortunate time when she was very young. So hopefully everyone knows her story. So when she does go out into the real world, she'll have something backing her, you know? Mm-hmm. All right. We haven't done this in a while.
The Rich
I don't have anything set up, but yeah.
So we're going to start with the Rich Paul rule for you guys that do not know. That is the NCAA imposing rules only for college basketball, let me mind you, majority black players. Where you can't, if you're an NBA eligible player, basically after your freshman year in college, you want to sign with the agent. So let me break it down for you. Like if you want to get drafted, you get invited to the draft combine, work out for teams, right? Only way you can do that is if you sign with the agent. And what happens is like you're gonna go through all these workouts, and then the teams are gonna tell you if they'll like you should stay in the draft or you should go back to school. It's really useful for a lot of kids because a lot of kids can be like, "Word, I know what to work on. I can get drafted next year. I can just go back to school." Mm-hmm. It's a good process, right? Doesn't hurt anyone. Now the NCAA is saying kids can't sign with agents unless the agent has been 3 years NBA approved, NBA PA approved. What else? They need a bachelor's degree. That's the biggest thing that's fucking people up. And they need to cooperate with the NCAA investigation, and there's some other bullshit. The main thing that's pissing everyone off is the bachelor's degree because it has nothing to do it has absolutely nothing to do with being an agent. It's just one way to control the players and control the player movement and giving them power. Rich Paul. All right, mm-hmm. Rich Paul, for example, that's LeBron's agent. LeBron put him on. He's the CEO of Clutch Sports. That's an agency, one of the biggest agencies, probably the biggest agency in the NBA. They got Anthony Davis, they got LeBron, they got fucking Kemp, they have Marcus Morris, they have Kentavious Caldwell. They got a lot of big names signed, right? Rich Paul doesn't have a bachelor's degree. You want to know why the NCAA is doing this? Because last year, Darius Baisley, he was supposed to go to Syracuse. He said, fuck Syracuse. He signed with Rich Paul. Rich Paul told him, well, I don't know if he told him, but essentially probably guided him. Basically said, word, sit this season out. Don't go to college. Work on your game. Work out, right? Don't go to the G League. I'm going to get you $1 million internship with New Balance. This man he got him $1 million internship with New Balance. Got this man paid. And then he still got him drafted in the first round. And he didn't go to college.
But so isn't the rule now that like you
just need to be 1 year out of high school.
Right.
Yes. So you don't need to play. Yes.
So he finessed.
They're finessing the system. They're finessing without using the NCAA. The NCAA sees that and they're like, we're losing talent. We're losing control of the players. We need to do something about this. So to me, it's just an ignorant ass rule because they just want to control the players. They want to control the money. They want to control everything. And it's bullshit because this is only for basketball.
Yep.
Not football, not baseball, not hockey, not tennis, basketball.
And Rich Paul only has basketball clients.
Yes. So that I know of. I don't want to say that for a fact, but that I know of, it's just basketball clients.
So you think they're making this rule just for him?
No, they're making this. Well,
are there other agents out there?
There probably are, but he's the most powerful one, and he's the one without a degree.
So they're trying to break it from the
top. Now they're trying to limit. They're trying. They don't want any more Rich Pauls to come up. You feel me? Because think about it. How many NBA players like could put their boy on like that? LeBron put him on, like basically put him through school, like to get his licenses and certified and shit like that. You feel me? Gave him the keys, and look what he's doing with it. That could happen for a lot of people. And the NCAA is like, nah, we ain't trying to let that happen.
So would that rule, would it only affect people coming up, or would it also affect whoever's already there? Like, would it affect Rich Paul now? Like, if they said, "Oh, yo, in order to be an agent, you have to have a degree," would that mean like
yes, it's now. Like,
yeah, but would that mean like his whole agency would be like
shut down? No, he
doesn't have a degree.
No, basically what it means is that he can't sign
anymore.
No, he can't sign draft players that are going into the draft. Once they're drafted and everything, and they leave, like they're in the league. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But if they're leaving college,
got something.
Exactly. Like, so if they're a high school player and like say they don't want to go to college, they can't. Or all right, let me break it down a better way. So they're a college player, right? They want to go into the draft just to test the water, see how they'll do.
Yep.
Rich Paul would be a great person to sign with because he has a lot of influence with a lot of NBA teams. He can get you workouts with a lot of NBA teams. You know what I mean? He's connected, very well connected. He could probably work something out for you where you wouldn't have to go back to school. You know what I mean? Get you an opportunity somewhere else. He's that powerful. He can't do that for kids anymore because they're not giving them an opportunity to go talk to people like Rich Paul, be influenced by Rich Paul. They're just saying, fuck that. Nah, you wanna do that? You gotta sign with an agent that has all these qualifications. And it's really unnecessary and it has no point. It's just all control. And they're hypocritical as fuck with this rule. Because they're saying you need 3 years of degree, but yet you're still letting kids leave after 1 year.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I never
like
understood
what?
that.
What sense does that make? And also they also say like they're student athletes, like they don't care about once they go pro, they don't care. So why are you making this rule? You're hurting their futures. This like
The business,
if they're deciding to go to the draft, that has nothing to do with the NCAA. Once they get back to school, you can deal with them.
Yeah, but they couldn't mooch off the kid. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're doing this because Darius Baisley made $1 million instead of going to Syracuse. He made $1 million working at New Balance.
Exactly. Because
if he was at Syracuse, bro, he would have been one of the best players on the team. They would have gotten a lot of TV time.
Yep.
They would have been producing. You know what I mean? That's more revenue for the NCAA. That's just one player. Imagine how many other players could be like that.
Rich Paul pretty much said, instead of making these people money, why don't you go make yourself some money?
But you want to know how they fucked up? Rich Paul owns Clutch Sports, really, right? What's stopping him from just having one of his agents who does have a bachelor's degree? Go sign him for me real quick.
That's true.
Go sign him for me real quick. We're going to talk to him. Bring him into the agency, then talk to him. Like, what is stopping? Like, this rule is dumb as well. Or
hire more people that do have a bachelor's degree.
But you shouldn't even have to do that. If like the NBA is not requiring you to have a bachelor's degree to be an agent in the NBA, who the fuck is the NCAA? But this shit got me heated.
Now tell me this: have they made it an actual thing, or is this just something in the talks?
It's a thing.
It's officiated now.
It's a thing. They put it in place yesterday.
Okay.
It's the Rich Paul rule. Like LeBron called it the Rich Paul rule, and it's just been going out. And that's what it really is.
I've seen what LeBron has been doing recently. He's been doing a lot of
He started this when he left from Cleveland to go to Miami in 2010. This is when it all started.
No, like when I say like he's kind of been keeping people hip to shit like going on in the league and shit. Like when some things are going on, LeBron will always just make a little comment about that. And I kind of fuck with it. Because I like when people that are like kind of the face of something or like at the top. You think people that are at the top, they're just going to be the yes men.
That's for you casual watchers. That's for you casual watchers. Yeah, like a regular fan like me, like we know LeBron, everything he talks about, I know like beforehand. Yeah. Like I understand from you casual watchers, like LeBron's a very big presence. So once he says something about it, you're going to hear about it.
Exactly. So it's dope that he's making something like that known. So like he sees the fuck shit. He wants everybody else to also notice the fuck shit that's happening too. So and I appreciate somebody doing that with their platform and not just letting things go by.
And he puts a lot of players on too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like it's player empowerment. They're taking the power away from the corporations, the owners.
Yeah, and it's crazy how you can do it with something like the NBA, but the NFL.
The NFL the reason why
is a different story, man.
The reason why the NFL is a different story is because there's way too many players for one, and the pay discrepancy is different in the NFL. In the NFL, like your contracts aren't guaranteed. So if a team signs you, they can cut you and not pay you shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? NBA, once you're signed, you're getting your money. No matter what they trade you, release you, but you're getting paid. You feel me?
Yeah.
NFL, like it's hard to get that continuity and like build deals and get like agreements between the players because, like Tom Brady, he's perfectly fine. Like if there was a lockout and they wanted to agree like to guarantee contracts. Some players are going to be like, I can't afford this lockout. I need to play football. I can't, like, they're going to be like, yo, they're going to put pressure on the other players, like, let's get this shit started. Mm-hmm. Cave into what the owners want. That's why football is never going to be what the NBA is. There's way too many players and way too many differentiating ideals, way too many different perspectives in the NFL.
Well, going into the NFL, we can just talk about my man Tom Brady real quick.
Oh, yeah. So, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, I can just do a little
my guy.
Just a little bit of gas, you feel me? I mean, I can't say much. I'm just happy because my dog is, signed a 2-year extension with the Patriots. So we all thought he was leaving pretty soon. But, he promised us 2 more rings. You feel me? So I think that's dope. The exact amount, I felt like I read 2 different amounts, so I don't know what the exact contract.
2 years, $70 million.
Yeah, one told me $70 million, and then somebody else told me this year he was getting paid $23 million. So I don't know what the real number is.
It's total $70 million, guaranteed 23 this year. So what's going on? It's not really a 2-year deal. So like his second year is just like a placeholder year. It's like if they want to extend him, they can. But like he's a free agent after this year. It's like a team option type shit, really.
After this year?
Yes, after this year.
But he signed a 2-year extension?
It's not a 2-year extension. He signed one, but it's not really a 2-year extension. It's the way you work the contracts. I don't know. I'm not that big into law and contracts to know that much about it, but after like doing my hearing about it, doing my research a little bit, it's not a 2-year contract. It's a 1-year contract, and it's basically like they're going to take it year by year, essentially.
Okay.
But like, he has room to make a lot more money this year than he has ever had in any other year. So they're basically trying to like pay forward, essentially, paying him back for everything he's given up. But he's gonna, like, in my opinion, Tom Brady ain't going anywhere. He's gonna finish as a Patriot.
Was my question.
Like, because think about it, like 42. I wouldn't say they owe it to him because Bill Belichick, like, he knows what the fuck he's doing. I'm never gonna go against Bill. But like, Tom Brady, they owe it to him. Like, let him finish his career as a Patriot. If he wants to go till 45, let him get fucked up. Go till 45. I have a question for y'all. How would you feel if like Tom Brady was playing at like age 43 and he was just being absolutely trash? Would you want him? Would you want like us to bench him, trade him? Because me personally, I thought about that and I'd be so conflicted because it's like he got us so many chips, he got us so many beautiful memories. He's the GOAT.
Like he's just like he's having a bad day, or
like
he
year.
just
like you could tell he's old now.
Tommy, it's time to sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
okay, cool. So let's just go into reality checks. Let's wrap it up.
So my reality check for y'all this week is to focus on your physical health. I've just recently got back into getting on my gym shit because I took like another month hiatus. I really don't know why. I went to Vegas and then came back tired as fuck and then just haven't been to the gym since. So like I just started running again this weekend and bro, my body feels completely different and it feels good. So I just got to keep this shit up. And I just want to say, like, people focus on your physical health because it can really impact your mood, how you feel during the day, how you act during the day. It's just like you feel much better after you exercise. So I'm just saying, people, get out there, exercise, focus on your physical health.
Cool.
How about for you, Imani? What's your reality check? Your first official reality check. You feel
reality
me?
check. Okay. Mine would have to be follow the signs. So I'm big on signs, I'm big on actions, and I feel like, I feel like when someone shows you something, like if they show you their character, they show you a version of their character, they show you something that you don't like, and you keep making excuses for it, stop making excuses for it. Just follow the signs. Them doing something to you and you not liking it is like a way of letting you know, that person may not be who you need to be rocking with, or this might be something that you don't need to be involving yourself with. So I say follow the signs. Don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the red flags. And yeah, they're very essential.
And then for my reality check, I'll keep my reality check short and sweet. Pretty much, don't be afraid of change. Sometimes I was talking about this on the other podcast I guest hosted on. We sometimes get too comfortable at where we are at life, and we choose to stay stagnant when we don't want to see any change come. But when we do stay stagnant, sometimes that's when we start to slack. That's when we start not being at our very best because we become comfortable. So don't be afraid to accept some new change that comes into your life, whether that be positive, whether it be negative, because some change always leads to growth overall at the end. You feel me? So yeah, that's pretty much my reality check. Accept new growth, whether positive or negative. You feel me? And that was pretty much the show. You feel me? So once again, if you are around the Boston area on Saturday, make sure you do pop out to Robert's Playground, 53 Dunbar Ave. Kick it with the crew from noon to 6, and we are going to have a dope vibe. You feel me? So it's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
It's been your girl Imani.
And you have been listening to The Urban Products. We will catch y'all next week.
Love.
Bye.
Deuce.